And one. We're live. Welcome back to Midnight Alley.
Dude, I thought you said you weren't gonna do stupid accents.
I'm not. This is how I talk.
Sounds like a
Nope.
disc jockey from like the 80s.
As you
Oh, yeah.
rock the night away to the tunes of Whitney Houston. Man, does she have some pipes?
Oh my god.
All right,
Ha.
Casey Kasem.
No, that is not a Casey Kasem accent, and do not disrespect the god, Casey
All right,
Kasem.
fair point. Fair point. I will give you that one.
All right, so who is going to do the recap? Because it's not me. Okay.
Nose goes.
Nose goes.
I already touched my nose
Wait,
first. Oh,
what?
looks like Rose goes is what
Oh,
it sounds like to
fine.
me. What? Nose
Fine.
goes. What does this mean? Why is
Alright.
everyone touching their nose but me?
So, last week was a lot of awkward drama for Rose. Not sure about the rest of the people.
Mm-hmm.
We are waiting to figure out what to do while a certain Denise woman is trying to calm a situation downstairs. Rose and Zazie eventually just decide to go ahead and go check it out. And like halfway down the stairs, they hear the sounds of an argument and a fight breaking out in which Zazie and Rose proceed to witness Ashi kicking three
Some
people's
ass.
asses. Not just some, a lot of ass, because three people are now dead and buried. Well, not buried, they were deposited into the water. Rose still didn't figure out if any of them had a gambeson that could fit her. Too late now. So that happened. And then in the cleanup afterwards, Rose and Ashi had a talk that went about as well as expected. Maybe a little better because Rose is still alive and unharmed. So we'll take the victory there. Yeah, that was awkward. I don't know who I felt worse for, Rose or Ashi in that situation. Where it comes out that Lucky did break up with her and even served her with divorce papers, which are now signed and in Rose's possession, and she still doesn't know how to feel about that. There was a nice, slow, but in a good way session. A nice little dramatic beat. They did determine there is a portal 2 days travel north of the party at some point during the day too.
Directly north.
Directly north.
No turns
so-
or anything. Just directly north.
That's what
due
due
north.
north means, asshole.
No, but I'm saying like I am repeating exactly what Lucian said. Because our DM or the gods in this world have a tendency of forgetting that we know exactly what we're doing.
Almost exactly what we're doing. So, we left off with Zazie and Rose talking about just things in general, and Rose going, I don't like this. I'm gonna go sleep in Alora's cabin tonight, which is where Rose has retired to before the end of session and before the beginning of this session. I might be missing something. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah, there was also like in the beginning of it all, Kovanen had like climbed up
Yeah.
onto the roof and was also kind of like listening in on the conversations that were going on downstairs. And then there was why do I keep wanting to say waffle? Fucking hell. Then there was Kovanen and Lucian after like everybody died, and now like the realization of, who these people were. Now, like, Lucian was attempting to figure out what exactly is going on in this area. So, so to try to get some help, Lucian tried to use an old trick involving getting stabbed by Kovanen to signal the Huntress. If you don't know who the Huntress is, you might want to listen to earlier episodes of Midnight Alley. Anyway,
Nerd.
so, yeah, so there was a response from the Huntress, where she seemed kind of annoyed that she was being bothered, but she did send a few emojis, like the little emoji with like the smoke coming out of its nose, and then like with an angry face. But then there was like also the emoji of like the person running, probably sent a GIF of someone like jumping into a car and speeding off. Yeah, and then of course, Lucian and Kovanen were also doing their best to eavesdrop on the conversation between Ashi and Rose, as well as when they when they both came out of the inn, I believe it is. Like kind of trying to keep a close eye on like the conversation at hand. Also, there was a moment between Kovanen and Zazie, which I'll allow Zazie to take over. Go ahead.
I was hoping somebody else would talk about that, because that one's still kind of embarrassing to me.
So I guess. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Don't help.
I feel like Ozzy would give us the best explanation. Let's get into that a little
Yeah.
bit. I mean, we're buying
Okay,
time.
well,
at this
I do
point.
have other things to mention. So let's go in chronological order. I think the most important thing was when Ashi killed those people. They were indeed Tazarkans. So we sort of kind of made a little bit of a plan in case we were actually going in the what's the word? I had this in my head when everybody else was talking, but as soon as it comes to my turn, it all falls out. Anyways,
Oh no.
in the event that we would go into the big Tazarkan city, Lucian and Erica would steal the dead people's clothes to pose as Tazarkans. Which might, stop the other Tazarkans from killing them on sight because of, the whole blood feud between the Tazarkans and the Catholics. That's pretty much the only thing I had to add, and I will end there.
Nope. You missed something. You missed something.
Damn it!
Uh-huh.
So sad. Okay. So, in the whole aftermath, to give Rose and Ashi some space to have that talk, Zazie takes Erica back into the rooms. Erica says, "Oh boy, it's time to play dress up," and dresses up in the dead drow lady's clothes, but also dresses Zazie up in a really pretty dress. Like, I don't know how to say, I don't know how to describe the dress other than
It was sheer.
basically
It's a
lingerie.
sheer dress. The fabric is translucent.
Yeah. So all of that was happening, And then after Lucian was stabbed and all that happened with Rose and Kavan and Lucian were outside, they were like blah 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 blah. Kavan was like, I'm gonna go back inside, check on Zazie, or go back to the room and do whatever. And Lucian was like, okay, cool. So Kavan goes back to the room, enters Erica and Zazie playing dress up. He's like, oh wow, I can leave if I need to. But Zazie was like, please help me, save me. So he claimed that Lucian was, stabbed, which he was, which got Erica to leave the room. And she closed the door behind Kavanen.
You're almost there.
Man, words are not working for me tonight. So in the meantime, Lucian and Erica start taking bets on how long Zazie and Kavanen will be in the room together. They both bet quite a lot. Damn it, words. Anyways, they both bet quite a lot, but back in the room, nothing that they think is happening is actually happening. Kavanen's like, are these Erica's dresses? I'm gonna dress up in one because Rose said I'd look good in one. So Zazie's like, cool. And then they do that, and Kavanen gets dressed up in a pretty dress. And then they give each other a thumbs up, and they get dressed in normal clothes, and then they leave. And in the end, Erica lost the bet. So get fucked, Erica.
Hey, Kavanen, let me know if
And
this...
now Lucian owns 50%.
Kavanen,
Oh, wait, no.
if you're listening, I was just notified by one of our listeners, who's also a player. It just happens to be listening right now. He's running a little late today, but I guess he's listening on YouTube. Says that I'm really silent, which is actually some feedback that I got last time. And I wanted to see if maybe I'm a little bit louder now. Much better.
He said much better.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not too loud. So I don't know if it was my microphone.
Relative balance.
Yeah, I turned up the microphone balance on Streamlabs, but I also turned up my microphone itself on the microphone, which was turned down pretty low, which I thought that was only for my ears. Yeah,
No.
That's better, Kender. Does everybody speak at the same? Zazie, say something. And
blah
and
blah 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 blah.
how's the balance, Ender?
Blah.
Between us and between myself and them and the music. Anyway, I'll wait to see that in the comments. But thank you everybody for the feedback there. So, I guess I'm gonna start out with. It seems like Rose and Lucian, you guys are in the main area in here, and I'm not sure what Zazie and Kavanen are doing, but
I think that's just kind of where our what you call it landed, like at the end of the game.
yeah. So what are
actually
you doing right now, Lucian, in the beginning of this session?
That is a good freaking question. You know what's funny? Like, I had an idea for where I wanted to start, but I've since forgotten.
Huh.
Oh, I
Yeah.
imagine that we will be starting with something similar to a long rest.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's let everybody have taken care of their needs. Gotten rid of the bodies. Everybody gets their long rest, and everybody's kind of waking up the next day at a comfortable time. I guess we could say.
Right. Real quick. The what the hell is it called? The point that we put above our token.
Uh-huh.
When we're going crazy. that is the like that goes away. One of those points goes away during a long rest, right? Am I
If it's exhaustion,
remembering that
yeah.
correctly?
I think Kovanen
Dread,
actually
he's talking about.
Dread. Yes,
Dread?
that's what I'm talking about.
Dread goes away when the cause of the dread has been eliminated, or you experience some sort of like a transcendental moment where your emotional state becomes improved. Not just sleeping doesn't necessarily make it go away. What level of dread are you at right now?
I believe I only have one right now, but
Okay,
but
and
and
that
it was like it was from something. I don't fucking remember now.
yeah. I think
It was
you're-
from when you opened your mind to see the portal.
Ah, yes, of course.
So I'm gonna say that as long as you are engaged with that portal, as long as you're aware of exactly where it is, that level of dread will remain. But if you want to kind of detach yourself from that sense, then when you go to sleep, it can drop off. If that makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense, but I feel like I don't know. What was the plan? Like, as far as like what we were gonna try to do? Because I mean, if we were gonna go over there, then it only makes sense that I keep it in my mind.
So, I think the plan for starting out the session was going to be after taking that
Fucking chair.
long rest after the emotional day. Wow.
Somebody
Sure
needs
isn't
some
lazy.
WD-40.
Exactly.
That's just Bo's
The-
old joints.
So, I think the plan was for us to kind of wake up in the morning and discuss our future plans as a party, not as like players, but as actual characters. So,
Yeah, great.
we
That's a
take
great
that long
plan.
rest. So,
All right. So then, to finally go ahead and answer your question, Lucian would just kind of be starting to wake up for the morning and taking into account everything from the past few days and thinking about the impending doom that we could possibly be in.
yeah.
That's how my morning is. How about you guys?
Rose is probably already awake because she usually does wake up before the sun, and is doing her normal morning practice routine. She's got her big axe this morning. And just going through the battle dances that she knows to keep herself limber and to, stretch out before the day actually starts.
All right. How about Kovanen and Zazie? Zazie, you started to talk. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I started to talk, but now I'm second guessing myself.
Nope. Don't do it. Dive in.
Okay, well then, Zazie would also be up, kind of early to see if she could talk to a she. A she. So she would be heading out in that direction. Probably, she would, one, bring the ring, of course. Two, find the barkeep, ask them what Ashi's favorite drink is, and then bring her a whole bottle.
Okay.
I think that was kind of Rose's plan last night, so if she gets a second bottle, it's all the better.
All the better. So, Ashi would be in her house, or whatever the heck you want to call it.
Do you want to go ahead with that now, or wait till like Kovanen says what he's doing, or whatever?
So I think we could start off by saying that you go to the bartender and you guys have a small exchange, and he actually gives you a like a small beer, like like a pint, I guess, and just cracks an egg right into it.
Okay.
Kovanen comes downstairs. Zazie. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Zazie, what are you drinking?
This isn't for me.
Stretch it a bit.
God no.
What are you doing? A fitness thing? You eat a bunch of raw
No.
eggs?
No, I'm bringing it to a she.
That's weird.
Riz had the idea of a peace offering last night after, everything that happened.
Right.
So I figured that I'd bring her something, and maybe she'll tell me what I want to know.
Well, there you go. You kick sometimes in the night.
Shut up.
Kovanen shrugs. Sits down at a table. Just wait the morning out.
Rose.
Did Rose is still doing her kata. She
Okay.
probably does not pay attention to Zazie other than to, give her a brief nod and continue on. Maybe looking a little, uncomfortable, but shrugging it off to get on with the routine.
All right, Zazie, you make your way over to her cottage. That's what we'll call it. It's a good name, right? Cottage? Anyway,
Cottage works.
how do
There's worse
you
names.
how do you make your presence known?
She knocks on the door
Okay.
and then kind of pauses, looks at the ring, thinks about it really hard, tries to do the same connection thing that she does with people's minds, but through the ring, communicate something along the lines of, "Hey, I'm outside. Could we talk?"
The panel on the door is closes. She opens the door, just stands to the side.
Good morning.
Good morning. What are you doing here already this morning?
Well, I don't know when my group is going to set off. Ideally, pretty soon. So I thought I'd come and ask my questions for that.
What
I brought you a beer with an egg.
She just nods, takes it, and just starts sipping on it. She just has
Is
egg
that even
on her
useful?
face. Has egg on her face. Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, she's
That's
gonna
sad.
chug it, and it's gonna be badass." And it's like, nope. She's just gonna sip on that nasty ass beer with an egg floating on top of it, or in the bottom, whatever. All right, then come
No,
sit down
Probably
for a
mixed
bit.
by now.
I need to talk to you
Thank
real
you.
quick. I think well, if you guys are heading out, I think I should go with you. Probably be a good idea for everyone.
You still want to come?
Yeah, I think it might not be a bad plan for me to join you. Why am I speaking? God damn it. Motherfuckers. Son of a bitch.
Come on, Bo. You practiced this earlier. You can do it.
We believe in you.
I don't think it would be a bad idea if I came up here with you.
Even with everything with, you know,
Well, I don't think I'm gonna have any problems with Rose. She's just, doing her thing, and I'll just do my thing. I don't see any problems coming from it.
okay, that's good. So, questions. So,
She just spreads her hands.
give Ash a moment to collect his thoughts. He's scrambled brain tonight.
Starts walking around the room, drinking some beer.
So, do you have any idea why Lucky might have given me this ring, other than I take a lot of damage in fights?
It's a good question. I can't say I've got a good answer for it. But
Bad answer is better than no answer.
I think maybe you might have reminded me of someone.
Okay.
And I think I might agree with him at least a little bit. But anyway, if we're going to get on the road, I think we should all just get our things together and get going, don't you think? Just walking around here talking about it. It's just going to make the day take longer.
Fine. Just one more question?
She's walking out and opening the door as you're speaking. What is it?
Do you know anything about the Elevated Order of Morpheus?
She's continuing to walk. No, I don't think I've ever heard of that before. What is it? Like some kind of drinking club?
No. Although, if you want a bit of my advice, stop drinking the mother's brew.
She just keeps drinking the beer and looking at you while she's drinking it, making eye contact, awkwardly looking at you.
I thought that the guy gave you normal beer. Fuck.
Did you say that out loud, or are you just thinking it?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the normal beer. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Which is the mother milk stout.
Fuck.
She just, she just grins at you and just walks past you up to the main building.
She just stands there for a second, just rubbing her eyes.
She takes a drink and just nods to Rose, and then walks into the building.
I'm tempted to roll just to see if Rose trips herself up.
I remembered what I wanted to do, and it will not affect continuity in the slightest.
Go ahead.
It was actually
knowing full well that it would ruin the timeline.
no, it wouldn't. It was supposed to take place like while everybody's sleeping. Of course, Lucine doesn't really have to sleep as much as everyone else. So, middle of the night, if the bartender is still at the bar, then he would have asked for a piece of parchment, ink, and a quill. If not, then he would have looked for for all of these items. And upon getting these items, have a beer, sitting at a table and like writing a letter. And then when it's done, put the ink and quill back and fold up the letter and put it inside of his breast pocket on the left breast pocket.
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
inside. not
You
the
would have
outside.
been able to find those resources. They're. It seems like this station, while it is a bit rustic, they seem to have some pretty nice amenities, and it appears as though money definitely passes through this town. And at a glance, it looks kind of, rickety and kept up. But when you look at the equipment that they have, the glasses that they're drinking out of, and, utensils, just basically all of the things outside of the basic structures are all well crafted or, from different places. So, yeah, they're able to provide you with what you wanted.
Cool.
It's got almost
Yeah,
like
and
like one of those vacation places that are like built to look like, like indigenous housing, but then when you get in there, it's like almost like a resort.
Right.
It kind of has that feel, but without the friendliness that you get from staff at places like that.
Okay. But yeah, I mean that's that. Like I said, that's it. It wouldn't really affect much. But yeah, that was something that I wanted to do. And the letter is on my inner left breast pocket.
Good to know.
Yep.
Okay, friends. I'll let you talk amongst
Alright.
yourselves for a moment. Do a little bit of RP while you guys all discuss what you're going to do next.
I guess that means Rose is following when she finishes up. Probably the end of her routine anyway. So, yeah, she'll follow Ashi and Zazie in. Not surprised you're up this early.
Who are you talking to?
Zazie.
Oh,
Following her in. If you lose Zazie.
Oh shit, I was muted. I
Oh no.
apologize.
Okay, that's it.
Please repeat what you said.
Just she kind of follows you and Ashia after a moment, not tripping herself up, fortunately, but it's a near thing if you are watching her. And she just kind of asks, or comments that you're up earlier than you normally are. I'm expecting you to be up for at least another hour.
I mean, this is like the normal time I wake up. I usually just stay in bed for that long.
Fair. Did you sleep okay last night?
Yeah, I slept okay. So, Ashi will be traveling with us. I asked her, and she said that she doesn't foresee any there being any problems between you and her. But just let me know if there are problems, okay?
Oh, well, I don't. As long as she doesn't try to kill me, which I don't think she will, honestly. Like, she'll be good to have. Like, especially near the portal. If I have to figure out how to close it down or something, ward it, I can't do that and protect y'all at the same time. I'm gonna need that help.
A good number of us can protect ourselves.
Extra help doesn't hurt.
That's true. Although, did Lucky ever tell you that I reminded him of someone?
Rose blushes a little bit. Not really, but the last couple of days that we spent together, we did talk a lot, but we also did other things.
Yes, I'm fully
Other
aware
people
of how
weren't-
that went.
Other people weren't necessarily a topic of conversation after a point. Would
Yeah,
he have
I know.
eventually
I was
said?
just,
Maybe.
I was curious. She thinks that I might have, reminded him of someone.
I mean, honestly, from what it sounds like, between things Ashley has said so far and what I know, you might remind him a little bit of himself when he was younger. I can't guarantee that. I could be completely off base, but
It's fine. I'll just ask him when we see him next.
it'll be good to see him again.
And they come
Hopefully
in
unharmed.
and sit down with everybody else, I assume.
Yep.
So,
Everyone, oh, that's what I said. Jinx. So, everyone,
It just gets cuter and cuter.
what was it? Serious. What are we doing? Where are we going?
Think. I mentioned this to Zazie a moment ago. I think I'd like to get to that portal. If you can send Daisy to Zamra or Yulia or whoever back with the rest of our people to just let them know we're alive. That portal worries me. It needs to get taken care of.
Oh, the portal itself is a thing that can be taken care of? Shut it down or break it?
Or at least figure out how to handle it. Do some scouting. I might be able to close it if there's enough things around. I can't guarantee that. That is not something I had trained to do just yet. It was on the horizon. And then, well, that plan kind of got permanently scuttled for the moment until I can get back to Gatekeepers.
Alright.
But at least knowing what's there, being able to make a full report will be
Right.
a
I
weight
get it.
off my mind.
I would just, rather not immediately go into the one place where I might be skinned alive.
that is a good point. I think it'll benefit everyone if you're alive and all of your skin is intact.
Yes, thank you.
It would give us some time to think about how we're going to sort of approach that.
Can you get Daisy to send a message?
Well, Daisy could
Some-
just go there. She goes places.
if you like tied a little bow around her neck and tied like a letter to the bow, would it go
Oh,
with
oh
it?
yes, yes. She could deliver a message, I'm sure.
Okay. My main concern was letting everybody know that we were safe. So, as long as that gets taken care of, I would be okay with going to investigate this portal.
Okay, fair enough. Who knows? Zalmra might have turned the entire city upside down looking for her beloved. There's no
Wouldn't
telling
surprise me.
what manner of havoc has been wrought. I wonder if everything just burnt down.
I
The
mean,
last time we saw it, it was just on fire.
I would hope not. Sharn should have its own like fire force, firefighting force.
Fire force. Like that.
Please do
One
not
could-
use that as an excuse to set fires, Lucian.
No, 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 no. no. I just like the name Fire Force. Makes it sound so official.
And firefighting force isn't?
I mean, it's just a mouthful, you know.
But yeah, and it's so factual and informative. Hello, we fight fires. Firefighting force.
Between that and the fact that Sharn's pretty big and mostly made out of stone.
Right, I'm not actually serious about the entire city being ashes.
Okay,
Right.
to be fair
You know,
with this
Dungeon
group,
Master,
it is a
I
valid
will,
concern.
Look away from Rose and summon Daisy.
Is the dungeon master back?
He has typed things. Oh dear.
He's still gone.
I want to steal everything from the tavern, and he's not going to know until he listens to the recording later.
Well, I guess we might as well just level up to level 20 at the same time then.
Good, you found the magical XP device.
Mm-hmm. That's what the ring actually is.
I'm going to change my class let out to be one of his super badass, optimized encounter killers.
I'm just gonna change my whole character to Nathan from my campaign, so that he's like super OP and has like mind control powers.
Oh no.
A true DMPC.
To be fair, he was a child.
Oh yeah. Oh,
In my-
with plot armor. Sorry. Yeah, it's more of a plot device.
Yeah.
No, a MacGuffin. That's no. I don't know. I don't know what half this shit means. Whatever.
I mean, all three of those are not wrong. So while we're taking this break, what are y'all's predictions for what we're gonna find at the portal?
I don't know.
Thinking bunnies. Bunnies and candy. Oh, and cotton candy.
Hell yeah.
And unicorns and just everything that isn't bad.
Yeah,
Oh, is
that
this gonna be
sounds believable.
Yeah. So is this gonna be our Stay Puft Marshmallow Man moment?
You're telling me I can pull the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man out of this swamp portal?
I think it's gonna be our Charlie the Unicorn Candy Mountain moment.
Oh no.
Lucian, why did you shoot that guy? Why did you put the shards together? Sorry, it was just, I just couldn't help it in there. It just...
That's the llamas, not Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh shit! Why did I get those confused?
Lucian, that
Because
kills
they're pretty much
people.
from the same era of the internet.
Yeah, they are.
But yes, I agree. Lucian would be the evil llama from Llama with Hats.
No, evil Lucian would be the evil llama. Fucking.
Yeah,
You know,
Then
it's
who's
really
the
lucky
good
you have
llama?
an evil Lucian to just pin things on.
Exactly.
to
I mean,
be
you
fair,
have an
there's
evil
also a
Kovanen.
shadow. Yeah, there's a shadow Kovanen running around somewhere.
He's perfectly normal, Kovanen. He's just bad. Not a shadow at all. He's just another one.
Evil Vonin.
The
I
evil
love
Kovanen.
how Kovanen's name lends itself to like shit like that. Evil Vonin, Baby Vonin.
Well, that's what happens when there are
Oh,
multiple
Ooh,
syllables.
and then when Zazie is referring to regular Kovanen, it's Bayvonen.
Zazie would never.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. To be
To
fair,
be fair.
to Ash, Zazie is denser than Rose is. If Zazie starts using Bay, I'm going to have some serious concerns. Zazie as a character is just. We think Rose is dense. Yeah, she is, but she's got valid reasons. Zazie's too smart to be that dense, and yet Zazie is still that dense.
It's this lovely thing called denial.
100%.
Denial ain't just a river in Egypt.
Your husband is gay.
I feel like that's from something specific.
I don't know.
Let's Google it. Mark Twain.
Marked.
Mark Twain quote? Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Mark Twain.
Were you
Yeah,
saying
that's
how
a
high the
Mark
water
Twain
is?
quote.
Sorry about that, everyone. I
No.
had to talk to my wife. Apparently, there was an incident at the.
Is there anywhere under the floorboards we could fit the bartender's body in by chance?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everything's on stilts, so. You
We'll
know.
just stuff him in a cask of mother's milk or something.
Yep, exactly. It'll dissolve his entire body and his bones within a week. So. But
And
then,
then in a
Yum,
week
yum,
and a half, we'll have a Sawagan.
Sawagan? Yeah, basically, right? The zombie Sawagan.
That's
A fucking what?
Fish
Those
person.
D&D
creepy
monster.
deep
Oh,
sea
a
fish.
Sahuagin?
It's a hooligan.
Wait, you guys know
Sahuagin?
how people used to drink mummy water and eat mummies?
Mm-hmm.
We just create Eberron's
Used to.
newest. Yes, used to.
What the
That's
fuck
why
is
there's
mummy
no mummies
water?
left. We ate them all.
Uh,
We're gonna create Eberron's brand new hot drink. Forget Mother's Milk. It's
Stout. Mother's
mummy
milk stout.
Whatever. You
All
ruined
right.
my joke.
So,
Sometimes it's too easy.
What did
So-
we talk about? Yes, Rose has concerns about the portal. Lucian wants to delay going to the city
Well,
full
here,
of people
don't-
who will flay him.
you don't need to tell me like that.
And
Katera walks out. So, I heard you
Yeah.
discussing your plans. Can you please give me a
oh, great, you know all of them.
short debrief?
Surely you heard them all.
No, unfortunately, I was sleeping.
Oh, sorry to wake you. Well then. It seems that we all have concerns about the existence and unknown nature about this portal to the north. Lucian, rightfully so, wishes not to immediately go into the city full of people who want to fillet him. And, we're going to try to get to Daisy, to go to Sean, perhaps, to just inform the others that we are safe and where we are. you know, as you know, Daisy, Daisy's able to travel places efficiently, effectively.
Katara nods. So when do you
Go on
plan
and
to
nods.
leave to go check out this portal?
I mean,
Today, if possible.
well, yes, certainly today. I don't know if it, how much it meant. Soon, we should leave soon.
Oh, hello, Gabrielle. Gabriel? I don't know. Gabriel.
What?
Who's just-
Oh, you're looking at YouTube. Hi, Gabriel.
Hello. Sam.
If that's fine with everyone, we will leave soon. There you are.
Gather the rest of our supplies. See what we need to take stock of.
Supplies, rations.
Will
Our
you be
total
coming
number
with
of
us?
passengers now, and if they will fit on Griff or Gaff or Gaff's boat.
Do we even need to take Gaff's boat?
Well, if it's due north, we're gonna have to cross the river at least once. So,
So like,
Yeah, here.
you know, just the one that's like right outside, right? Like, and then we just walk.
So you do know that basically as you came into town where you are right now, there was like a river bend at that point. And off to your left there's like a cove. So let me have everybody roll survival real quick.
Survival.
A really easy survival. So,
How easy we talking?
I'm gonna say you need like a 5 up for me to divulge this information.
I hate it here. I have no idea what's going on. Stupid swamps and the
Rose and
Come on.
Kovanen failed.
unless I get advantage because I am technically from this area.
You don't. You suck.
No,
No.
I mean, that advantage would be a stretch because she is not technically from Deepwood City. She is from further south. I'm
Ha!
just
You
hoping that
suck.
because I am from the Marches. That's a 50 otherwise. But no, I got a 2.
Okay.
We'll be okay. Zazie and Lucian have 18s.
Yeah, you guys would realize that Rose's assessment is pretty much dead on. You're gonna have to cross the river at one spot or another, but basically, you know, when you go across, you know, you would just head straight north. So it'd be basically, you know, you would just get a ride to the north side of the river, and then make your way north from there. Pretty much like
Ferry.
Rose was saying. Yeah, just a ferry.
I don't need a ferry.
Sure, if you want to go swimming in that, I'm not going to stop you, but,
Who said anything
what do you want
about
me to
swimming?
tell Can you teleport yourself that far across to the other side? How wide is the river at this point? Like, technically speaking.
Well, let me use my handy dandy measuring stick here. Looks like some
Yes, Rose, I can.
Yeah. So, Rose, also, you can see that there is actually a small dock that's directly across from where the marina is. You could probably get a canoe or whatever the hell these boats are and just paddle across. You know,
Yeah.
you don't need
yes,
gaff.
I knew. That is also true. But in terms of Kovanen and Lucian's teleportation magics, like, I thought the river was pretty wide here at this point.
I don't
Let's
need
see.
to teleport.
It's about
What are
70
you going to
feet
do then?
from the marina
Okay.
dock to the other dock. you know, from end
No,
to end.
Rose, I'm happy to have you ferry me across.
That makes sense.
This is your domain, after all.
Just Rose gives Kavana a look like, can't tell if you're being cheeky or not, but I'm gonna let it slide.
He is unconcerned.
So Al pokes their head in. Hey, I think Rico and I are gonna hop on Gaff's boat, head down south, or whatever direction it is from here.
Oh, Gaff is leaving. We should speak to Gaff about when he's going to be back, because we need him to get to the city.
Right.
Couldn't we just use a different boat here to get to the city?
Well, I mean, he knows where it is.
I'm sure everybody knows where the big city
It's-
is.
I mean,
Well,
we just
apparently he
follow
was
the
gonna,
river down.
Yeah, he was worried about having problems getting in. So
Ooh, you might want to repeat that because every other syllable kind of cut out.
he's worried about having some problems getting in. I'm hoping that Rico and I can make that happen. But if you want, when we get there, we can. Go ahead, Govan. What are you saying?
Well, he and I actually spoke about that very thing, and we had. I had. At least, sorry, everyone. I had also spoken to him about helping him get in. He's apparently disliked by those in positions of power. Something to that effect.
I mean,
Which is fine by me.
maybe he can wait here. I don't know. But I think that we're going to go on ahead. We've got a couple things we need to take care of sooner than later. And like I said, if you want, you know, we can keep a lookout for you. Make sure you guys got a place to post up when you get there.
Oh, would you be willing to send a message for us through the Siphus station?
Yeah, absolutely. And I could even leave a message for you when you get there, just so you know where we are. That's actually a good idea.
That would be useful. We're
Yeah.
probably going to be delayed by about a week
All right.
at most.
I'll write you up a message. Don't leave till I give it to you.
All right. I mean, as long as you do it before you guys go, we're trying to get out of here in the next couple hours. We already spent a day in here, and you know, there's a storm coming up from up south. Looking
Goodness,
pretty
all right.
looking pretty heavy.
I might ask, where's your final destination?
It's a great question.
You have somewhere you call home, or do you roam with Rico?
I grew up a little bit north from here. Well, more than a little bit north. Grew up on a border town called Threshold.
Would Rose be familiar with that town?
Yeah, you would probably have heard of it. It's pretty recent. Probably popped up about 30 years ago. You know,
I'm just
give
a little
me
younger
a
than
history
Cutter's
roll.
Mouth. Oh, goody. That's an 8.
You know that yeah, you know that it's the last stop, last train station going in this direction. It's
Last
not-
train station going where?
Basic, and I know you said you were heading that way too, so I figured we would just wait for
Yeah,
you. And
Cutter's Mouth is Cutter's Mouth is where I'm from. It's my hometown.
Nice. Yeah.
And Cutter's Mouth is on the way out of Zerashak, on the way to, like it's beyond Zerashak.
It's on the way to Zerash
Cutter's
Bay.
Mouth is halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's halfway south, halfway down the coast between Zerashak and
The
Big
ocean.
Bend, the Straits.
Yeah.
I see. Farther than Zerashak.
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's probably almost not half, maybe 2/3 actually, a bit further out. But anyway, it's just splitting hairs at that point.
What, at 4/5?
Yeah, 4/5.
Did I say that right? 4/5? That's the next one.
Anyway,
That's the next
Okay.
one.
so when you all get to Zerashak, just go to the there's a main Civis headquarters there. It's basically where they the Zerashak Star is, which is their newspaper, and the bank, and basically all the communication is run out of there. They've been, well, you know, or maybe you don't know, but that's basically where how Civis set up its station here and basically been running everything since. It's like a mini trolling port.
Yeah. Here's your message. She hands Ashi a piece of folded up paper.
You mean Al?
Al, yes. Too
Yeah.
many A names.
You mind if I take a look at it real quick?
Go ahead. Please send it to Zamra de Lyrander.
Cathalis.
She looks up at each of you and raises an eyebrow.
Oh no, it's hyphenated, so you know that might be a thing that you have to pay attention to.
Yes, to Lyrander Cathalis.
You hear a dog yelping in the background. Bartender's like, "Shut up! Somebody shut that dog up!"
Don't you have any hush puppies?
That is disgusting. We don't eat anything made out of corn up here.
Anyways, DM, I have sent the message in the planning chat.
Great. What's it say? Or is it a long message?
Okay. It's just 25 words. I stuck to the sending limit.
Okay.
Everyone alive in the Shadow Marches. Trying to get home, but there are difficulties. In the Dead Zone, no divination magic. Friend is sending this message.
Nice.
You should say who it's from. Who's writing it? Can you put a hyphen in there, just like hyphen Zazie? Take out the, just say in Shadow Marches.
Nah, it's fine. I'll have it sent ahead. I'll just have the communications sent ahead. Say message from Zazie to Delia Ranger Cathalis.
Shit. Wait. No. You're sending this message in Zarashak, right? Leave that out. Leave out Cathalis. I just thought of that. Don't. Don't say Cathalis. As a matter of fact,
That's a good point.
just
She just nods.
Zamra Deliranda.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Should we send it to somebody else then?
No. Probably. Who knows? I don't know. I'm nervous. I have no idea.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a good point, Zazie. Maybe they know. Maybe they know the connection with.
dog.
Maybe they know the connection with between Zamra and Lucian. I would tell you to send it to someone else, but I don't really remember any of our other party members' names.
Try
Yulia,
Eli?
Eli or Yulia. Yulia Ravenholm. For,
You know, I think I'm just gonna stick
that
with Zamra Delia Ranger. I've heard that name. I'm not gonna forget it.
Okay.
the
and I'm
Lyrander isn't.
Pretty sure if you're somebody sending a message to Zamra Delia Ranger, it's gonna go through pretty quickly.
No.
Okay.
Also, Lyrander and an unknown name. Zarashak, from what I remember.
You say Delyrander?
The Lyrander name isn't unknown.
Oh no, it's not. They've got the largest, wharf in town there. So, I mean, it's built right off of the main communication center. It's all run out of that same central hub. So, I mean, wouldn't be hard to find somebody that knows her even.
And if Zamra sends you back a message, please let her know we are in the Deepwood area.
All right. I'll send the message out when I get there.
She's definitely going to respond. Yeah.
If these messages cost you anything, should we just go ahead and
Nah, I'm all right. I
reimburse
got
you?
it. You guys, I owe you more than this.
That was pretty good, right? Reimburse. Yeah.
Me. But, alright. And thanks. There's one more message, but this is a low priority one. Just last minute thinking. If you can get one to Gromash Dragoth. Let's see if I'm actually pronouncing that name correctly. Yeah, Gromash Dragoth. I'd appreciate that too. He was in Sharn last I heard.
I mean, if you could write something up real quick, it'd make it a lot easier for me. I'm not going to remember that name.
I don't even remember it already.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. You just
Who
finished
is he?
saying that, and then I lost it in my brain.
He was the one who performed Grimvor's last
that guy,
rites.
right?
Also a gatekeeper. Yeah, and Rose will write down a very similar note, but more along the lines of Rose with rest of party in Shadow March's Deepwood area. We're alive. So, that kind of thing. I'm gonna talk to you eventually.
Yeah, she takes them and pulls out a piece of leather. It's just like a sheet of it. And she folds it up around them and then rolls it up and then ties a string around it and puts it inside of her satchel.
Oh, thank you.
All right, well, I can take care of that. And like I said, I'll have a place for you guys to stay when you get there. Is there anything I need to know? She looks at Lucian. Seems like I shouldn't mention your name. Anything else I shouldn't mention?
Lucian might be in drag when he shows up. You won't recognize him.
She just nods. All right. All right, well, I think Rico is already getting something together. I think we're going to ride with Gaff originally. I think we can get him in. I have an idea.
Good luck.
Yeah. We're going to pretend we arrested him. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
I mean, that's not that bad.
Well, good luck to Gaff, I guess.
Did Gaff agree to this?
No, not yet. But there is a bounty on him, so, figure we can collect that while we're at it.
And then you're going to not let him get actually arrested and jailed and stuff, right?
Yeah. Right.
You didn't just say... You sort of did a little before that.
I'll make sure he's not in there for too long. I promise.
That poor
Only if he
man.
agrees.
And only if he agrees. She spits in her palm and holds her hand out to you.
There's a momentary look of terror on Quanen's face. He looks around like, what am I don't know. And he's like, no, I've seen this in like the movies and stuff. So he
The movies and stuff. What movies? Oh yeah, that's right.
and so he just it's pretty awkward because he's never just spit in his own hand before, but he, you know, and then all right, here you
Sure
go,
he
shakes
hasn't.
hand. Wow.
Then they shake hands. She nods and she tips her hat to everybody else, then leaves.
The hell was that? Rose, what did I just do? Did I just make some sort of swamp vow?
Some sort of swamp vow.
It looks like it.
At least you didn't have to cut your palm.
No, I might have preferred that to some extent. But anyway, yeah, wipe sand off. What's next?
Well, I think that if you give me like 10-20 minutes to get all my stuff together, I'll be ready to go.
Alright, I'll let Allura know what our plans are. I'll grab some provisions.
Oh, do you want, Kavanen, do you want me to write the note for Daisy to take?
Oh, yes. Oh, Daisy, you around?
She pops out from underneath the table.
I will speak telepathically to her. Hello. I know you're probably eager to get out of this place. So, if you are able, would you mind, taking a message to our friends in Sean?
She jumps up on the table. It's like, sure. What is it?
Gesture to Zazie. Zazie will be preparing it.
You don't need anything special. You can just tell me what to say, and I'll tell him when I get there.
Well, it would be better if they had it in writing so they could refer to it later, we think. And also, they won't be able to know what you say.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Katera's here.
It took us the longest time for us to figure that out. Remember that? I was just...
Well, I can talk to Katera, but she's here.
Right, well, anyway. Zazie is writing at this very moment.
Indeed she is.
You still look tired. Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah.
I've had plenty of rest.
I mean, who else would I be talking to? But no one else can understand me.
I guess I was surprised that I looked tired. I feel fine, I think.
She turns her head to one side, then the other. Okay. All right. Tell Zazie to write me the message.
Wait, she is. Wait, oh, hold on. What do you mean?
She jumps off the
Have a
table,
look. What's...
walks over to Zazie, starts weaving through Zazie's legs.
Hold on. She stops writing for a moment, picked Daisy up, and put her on her lap.
Oh my god.
Daisy keeps putting her paw up on the table when you're trying to write and touching your hand.
She can't get mad at Daisy. She's too cute.
You get like the action going on. You get like a little gyroscope in your lap.
Yeah, I am trying to write this, so please, let me write.
She can't understand you.
I know, it's just force of habit.
She relaxes. Starts getting really bored because you're taking too long to write.
Dude, shut up. Go bother somebody else. That is directed to the DM, not Daisy.
Daisy gets really offended and then hops out of your lap. Walks back over to Kovanen. But she makes sure she hits you in your face with her tail first.
Look, Daisy, it's a very important message, so he was on the spot.
So,
Well, I don't have much to get ready, so I will go get those things ready.
Ash, are you actually writing the message out right now?
Yes, I'm putting it in planning so we have it.
Okay. All right. So your cousin walks out, Lucian, stands behind you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Lucian, are you going to wear your disguise, or are you going to go dressed like that?
I mean, I am in disguise, technically. I have the robe over my my suit.
Yeah, but your hair. It's black.
She's right, we should remove it.
No. My hair is just fine. I know. Do you remember that thing that I used to do when we were children?
The
where
joke
I would
when we were kids, and they're like, "Oh, your hair's black, not."
No. When I would like just kind of wet my hair and like, you know, it would be all stringy and like down in my face.
That's not making your hair look white. You need your hair to be white if you're going to go up there and try to pretend to be the other person. They're going to see you walk up, and you're going to have dark hair, and they're going to be like, "Who's this guy that's clearly not the other guy?"
That is all right. All right. So then, how are we going to
I
dye
think we should just
my
cut
hair?
off the top of the other guy's head and take his hair, and then tuck your hair inside of a sock or something like that, and then put a scalp on top of your head.
I don't think that that's how that works.
She's just grinning at you.
That sounds gross.
Barbaric. Anyway, just use like a spell or something.
Do I have one of those?
Can you tell me that all you guys, nobody has a disguise spell here, a disguise kit, something like that? Nobody?
I've never really needed a spell for it.
Maybe you should be the other guy then, and Lucian can just be like a rank and foil soldier or something.
Alright, I mean, yes, I'm happy to, as I said previously, dress up as whatever we need.
You
Not
see,
sure what
you
that
had
would do
a
for
problem
Lucian's
with it.
appearance.
What exactly do you mean by you've never had a problem with it?
What? Him?
Yeah, Kovanen. He was like, "Oh, you've never had a problem with it before." So just trying to see exactly what you mean by never had a problem with it. Like, you can make your hair white. Can you do any other cool tricks like that to make yourself look like you're in disguise?
It's... Maybe once we get to Zereshak and we have to walk through the front doors, I'll show you.
Zereshik, we're about to go somewhere else fast. We gotta. Never mind. Lucian, just
Oh,
get in the
wherever,
costume.
whatever. Wherever we need to disguise, and whatever.
Lucian, just make your hair white. It's pretty simple.
How?
I don't know. Just talk to one of these nice people over here.
Get some cleaning supplies and bleach it.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Just do the ends.
That
Yes.
sounds terrible for your hair and your scalp.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing that. Let's do something else. I'll see if I can find something.
And plus, the only people I've ever seen, like, you know, take cleaning supplies to their hair is like someone who just broke up with their girlfriend or boyfriend.
Anyway, while you guys take care of that, I'm gonna get my things together.
All right.
Zazie stands up and goes to hunt down Daisy.
She's standing right in front of Kavan at the other side of the table.
Goes and picks her up and gives her a big hug and a little smooch on her little tiny cat head.
She just gives you that look like you were just mean to me, but I'm not gonna say anything because you're paying attention to me right now. Kind of like the squinty cat look. You know the one.
Yeah. Oh, Kavanen, do you have any string?
Probably.
Could I use some?
I'll go find it.
Thank you.
You get some rope from the docks or something and take one of the little strands off of it.
Also a good idea.
I don't know where I keep my string.
Oh, come on, Daisy. Let's go have an adventure. And she takes Daisy with her as she leaves.
All right, Daisy goes with you on an adventure.
Yes. We go and we find some string.
Sweet.
And then we tie the little bow around her neck, and we tie the note to that, and we bring her back and set her down in front of Kavanen. Message
Well-
is ready.
Great. Well, Daisy, are you ready?
She just turns her head to one
Daisy,
side.
hello?
She jumps under the table and is gone.
Oh, she didn't even... Well, Zazie, I will assume she went there.
Alright.
Oh, I hope so.
Shouldn't take her long. I don't know what she would be up to in the spaces in between. Perhaps she would get distracted, go to the Dreamlands for a few years, and then show up later this evening.
Go to the Dreamlands for a few years. Good point.
So,
Have an
might as
actual
well help.
adventure, not just walk outside for a few minutes.
alright. Well, I think I'm gonna go get our provisions. It's the 6 of us, right? No one else is joining.
How many,
But-
well, there's 4 of us, and there's your
Erica and a sheep.
cousin and Guitarra.
Guitar, are you planning on coming with us, or are you gonna stay here?
I'm still a bit exhausted from my captivity. I think I'll be staying and resting for a few more days before we head south.
Probably not a terrible idea.
Oh, so like you're gonna meet us down there, or
No,
'Cause, I mean,
I'll wait for you to come.
it would be kind of dumb to like, come all the way back here, and then and
You
then go all the way down there. Like, I mean, if there's like a river right there, then we can just easily just get on the river and go straight there.
But there's
know.
boats here. You could just take one of the boats from here, easily.
We do still need to come back for a boat, Lysian.
How do you know that there's not going to be boats there?
Well, we don't know that, but we do know that there are boats here.
Lucian, roll survival.
All right. 20.
Great. You have a map.
I do.
You look at the map and you're like, oh, wow, there's probably not any water there. It looks like it's landlocked.
Well, as I look, a little more north,
Could be swampy, but
there
there's
is-
no river.
there is a small area of river that does, if it would mean going more north to get to it, or
Lucian, let's just come back.
going towards the west to
Eh,
to get to the river. I'm just saying
I
there are
get-
other
She
options.
just shakes her head at you and walks back in her room.
All right, now that she's gone, honestly, yes, I don't mind coming back, but I feel like she's becoming more of a hindrance to this trip than originally expected. I'm just saying, she's like stealing
done.
people's room, you know what I mean, like, and then catching an
got her
attitude
own
when
room.
people want their own room, want their room back. I'm talking of course of Gaff. I just kind of feel bad for him. She just stole his room and then expected him to just sleep outside with us. That was kind of rude of her. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, are we ready?
I still have to go grab the provisions and let Laura know. Which I'm actually about to go do. So yeah, Rose will stand up. Did Alora stay behind in her cabin, or did she kind of come this direction? Or she's still asleep?
She's in her cabin, as far as you know.
Is she kind of in the area, or or did she wander off herself to go grab supplies from her own cabin, her own cottage?
Well, you haven't seen her since last night, so
You'll find
She
it.
came in
Go
with
for it.
us.
Yeah,
You said
I've had-
Elora.
Alora. Yes, Ashi.
oh,
I didn't hear the
Ashi.
word Ashi. So
Okay.
I'm
Ashi.
mistaken.
I thought you said Alora. My fault. She's just kind of
Yeah, I said
Uh,
Alora the first time because
yeah,
checking in with
no
her,
worries.
but
yeah.
but
Ashi
she's
is just
here.
kind of
Rose is-
just chilling in a chair, drinking yet another beer with an egg in it.
Do I need to account for your provisions too when I gather ours, or do you already have yours settled?
She reaches over. She's got like a pack next to her. She just lifts it up and lets it fall on the ground. I'm good. Got all together right? Yeah.
Alright. If the purple one gives you any shade, feel free to smack them.
She just kind of laughs a little bit. I think he's all right. I don't
Yeah, he's
mind.
all right,
older.
Rose.
He is the older brother I never wanted.
Who the fuck is the purple one?
The fuck is the purple one? My skin is not purple. Anyway, are we all going to get out of here? Or are we going to just sit here and talk all day?
Rose is
Well,
Going to
I've
go
been waiting for
find-
the DM to just hand wave all of our gathering stuff. That
Yeah.
hasn't happened yet.
Hence our bullshitting.
All right. You guys have gathered everything. It's all taken care of.
Hell
You guys,
yeah.
you guys can hand wave that shit yourself. You know what you have in your packs.
alright.
I made you guys pack for the trip in advance, so it turned out to be pretty easy to get here. So, keep it going.
I am still going to refresh my rations. I was going to make a note of the fact that there is a combined total of sometimes 5. She's got her own.
Conan gathers his things and he's ready to go. And he's standing on the dock with a big old backpack.
Lucian is standing next to Kovanen, holding his arm up to the sky and like letting the light hit his arm just perfectly and still not seeing purple. And my skin is gray, right, Kovanen?
I mean, sometimes when you're embarrassed, you blush a bit. You're a bit flushed. It's not quite red like me or Zazie, but I don't know. Maybe she just means that's your color, your essence.
I don't know.
She's standing next to you.
Her to be like an
I've always thought that
aura type of person.
I always thought that the drow out here had a bit of a purple cast to them. I think you might have a bit of it. Is that a problem? You're not like embarrassed that you've got like a kind of a bit of a purple skin. It's not a bad thing. I don't think anyway. She's just looking at you, waiting for you to say something back.
I've just never, I don't look at myself and think purple,
Well, it's not purple, it's kind of grey, but it's got a bit of it. You ever see, like, if you have a paint in your house and it's got a bit of like the light hits it just right, and it's like, oh, this is grey, and then it's getting dark at night and it's got like a bit of a purple to it. It's kind of like that. Not like a true purple, like a eggplant or something like that. Wait, no. What do the British call eggplants?
Aubergine.
Aubergine. Not like an aubergine or something like that. Just more like a I'm just gonna stop talking now.
I don't know. I'm just very confused. I don't know. Like I said, I guess, perception is everything. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry.
Oh no, absolutely not. It's just odd.
Zazie trots up and joins them. She has no big giant pack like Kovanen, because she has a bag of holding.
How bougie.
We're just jealous.
I am. Not going to carry these things.
Do you want to use my bag?
Oh, yes.
Oh, of course I do.
She holds it out.
Nice.
She holds it out so he can put his shit in it.
Great.
Take the back
Gross.
off. What's it in?
All right, Rose has arranged for a ferryman to come out. They detach like a section of dock, and he pulls up this cord that is actually under the water. You guys mount that section of dock, and he begins to pull it across the river.
While we're crossing, Rose is gonna hold up the bag of enough rations to cover like all of them, and then extra just in case. Do you have them in your bag of holding?
Did you
Sorry.
did you purchase that? I don't remember you mentioning that.
I said I was looking for that, and I thought you said we could just wave that away.
Well,
She is going to be spending the gold for it. I just
Cool.
don't know how much.
just
the,
just do 1 gold per ration. It's
That's
expensive out here.
ration.
That's almost like comparable to the ice cream at the hotel.
But
No,
a
that ice cream was 10
ration
gold for a
unit
single
covers
ice
a
cream
full day.
cone.
5.
It was 5 gold for a single ice cream cone? I thought it was 10. Anyway,
500 American dollars.
I thought it was 1,000.
And Zazie sighs, opens up the bag of holding for Rose as well.
Alright. And she'll
Lucian, do you have
plop
anything
that in.
while I'm at it?
Is that thing
He starts like
inflamed?
patting his chest and his pockets.
Not that I can think of. No, I think we're pretty good, honestly.
Okay.
We'll do one
It has a
separate
weight
rest.
limit, Kovanen, but so much of the stuff, it just isn't like heavy enough to hit that weight limit.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll take a quick bio break, and then you guys can start traversing the land here to get to the next point.
Right.
All right.
All right. See you guys in a couple. See, 9:50. 9:50.
All right.
Eastern. 950.
Yay.
So it is. Is Rose saying stuff?
Here? Yes.
Your thing
I
was
just said
lighting up.
yay. Oh, I'm probably picking up the fact that my PC fan is dying and it just kicked in.
Okay.
So,
I
as long as
got
y'all
worried
can't
that
hear it.
my shit was dying.
No.
Well, who else is back?
I mean, I saw Lucian and I
I'm a minute late.
and there he is.
Welcome to Midnight Alley. All right, we're back. You guys have landed on the north side of. Is this the Glum River? Where are we, guys?
Yes.
Somebody give me a little
I think this is
directions
the
here. Yeah, the Glum River, and you know, you're trekking north. It's a little rainy. It's a little bit of some showers off to the northwest, and there's some thunderstorms up to the north as you go across the river from Deepwood City north. So you're in a little bit of a, you know, downpour. What's everybody doing?
I'm following
Complaining
Lucian's
about it.
lead.
Yeah. Rose has her hood up. Making sure stuff that can't get wet doesn't get wet, and the rest is like, eh.
All right. So you're making your trek north through the crawling swamps.
This is already terrible.
Just wait till we find the frogagators.
I've been dreading them the entire time.
It's the land is beginning to slowly. You can see where the canopy breaks, that there is a peak to the north of where you guys are heading in that direction. Yeah.
Hey, would you look at that? At least with a dryer. Probably a little colder though.
Well, we'll still be in this fall.
It's still winter.
Stop it.
Lucian,
It's bad.
Yes.
how long do you think we'll be traveling?
I mean, well, the portal was two days north, so I would assume 2 days, a day and a half if we're lucky. You know, if we get a good stride, if we get up early in the morning. Oh my! I just realized this will be the first time that we sleep under the stars.
Well, I'd rather not. I would rather not repeat that experience.
Ah, you'll be
I
alright.
don't want to sleep under the stars on top of a swamp. the swamp beneath me. That's the part I don't like about it.
Could you just go into the glade to sleep?
I can't stay there that long.
Hmm.
I mean, if we're lucky, we can ask a nice tall tree for the shelter.
Ask a nice talk.
Or just
We're just
Keeps
like,
walking.
yup. All right. As you guys are walking, lightning strikes a tree that's probably only a couple of yards away from you guys. The crack of thunder is loud. Kind of sends a bit of a current through the air, the smell of ozone, and you see the tree where it's got struck kind of catch fire.
Holy shit.
Look at Rose. I guess we won't be asking that tree.
Under her
I
breath,
really
you
just
heard-
can't wait to sleep underneath the stars. Nothing but the
Yeah.
peaceful sky above us.
I never said it was going to be peaceful.
Zazie will reach out and link her mind to Kovanens.
Oh.
Do you want to have that talk that you mentioned earlier about predestination stuff while we're out here?
I suppose so, once it's time to settle down.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you guys are just moseying. You're just kind of just moseying north.
I don't know if we're moseying. More like moving with determined purpose.
Lucian's doing.
Yeah,
So
it is- it
Lucian's
is-
moseying. I'm moseying.
It is raining after all.
Kavanen will hang back if Ashy's in the back, or he will match Ashy's pace to
Okay.
Oh no.
wherever she is. You know, shoulders all hunched over, trying to hide himself from the rain as best he can, but he can't because it's just rain. So, Ashy, question or two, if you don't mind.
Sure. What can I help you? Not so deep. Not so deep. I'm getting it higher. There it is. What can I help you with? What's on your mind, Gavon?
I saw what happened in the bar, and obviously you are quite adept at protecting yourself from harm. More accurately, adept at inflicting it very quickly. I'm just curious where or how you got your, martial training.
She looks over at you and just kind of is walking and side-eyeing you a little bit. Will, I'm member of House Beneath. I'm a Dragonmark heir. It's kind of what we do. Have you never met someone from House Beneath before?
I don't think Kovanen has.
You may have when you were dealing with the watch from. Yeah, you met one guy that was from House Beneath. He was the head of that squad of guys. Remember the
Big boss fight.
the ones that basically the one guy that like shot Lucian and took him down. That group of guys that.
Kovanen was in the
yeah.
Dreamlands at the time.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You weren't there for that. Yeah, you've never
Nope.
met any. Maybe you have in passing, but no one of note.
And sorry, what was the explanation she gave before asking that?
So she's just like, hey, I'm from House Beneath. this is what we're trained to do. It's kind of like our thing. She's a dragon marked heir of House Deneath, so you know, she's a trained badass.
Right. Oh, I see.
So
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
almost-
yeah, we go to we've got the Citadel in Karnath, where we go train. You know, I'm from Aendar, but I was still able to go and do my arms training and all that. It's one of the most prestigious military schools in the world, so I'm really surprised you've never heard of it.
I'm sorry, I'm not from here.
You say you're not
Okay,
from
well,
here. What do you
that's-
mean here? When no one
that explains that. Then
Rose
that's
is
just
the
what you
only
do.
one from here.
So
She's now praying.
yes. Well, there you go. It's your house thing.
My house thing. So I heard when your friends were up there talking about you know, Cathalis and all that. Sounds like your friend Lucian is part of some kind of relationship with Zomra, the Lyrenda. Is that
You
a
could
thing?
say that they are quite committed to one another via being married. In fact,
She just nods. Her hair's like plastered to her
One of
face, and
those-
she just moves it so it's not in her eyes.
one another's beloved and all that, with a son.
Right. That's pretty cool. I think
It is. It's good for both.
he's a pretty rugged guy. Comes off as a bit of a fop. I can tell by looking at him and the way he carries himself. He's a bit of a... Well, you know, he's a ranger or some kind of woodsman, clearly trained. Trying to figure out why he's trying to pass himself off as some kind of city boy.
Do you think that's what it is? He's passing himself off. I think he just is it. I don't know.
I mean,
I think he's pretty genuine about it.
half the time he sounds like a dumbass. But when I watch what
That's
he
just me.
does, and you know, comes off a bit more, I don't know, put together than he carries himself.
He just wants you to think he's a dumbass, and then all of a sudden he's incredibly confident, and you have no choice but to rely on, oh, the purple dumbass for your survival.
So what about you and Zolzy? Seems like
What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that came out too quick for me. Bit of rain got in my nose. I inhaled a bit of rain.
just signed, but you know, I think you kind of, you know, you got a pretty face. Not quite my normal type, but you know, you got a bit of the fey around the eyes.
That I do.
Anyway, if maybe I'll buy you milk stout when we get back. Talk a bit more about where you're from. Not
That will mutate you.
not from here. I don't think so. I've been drinking a lot of it, and I'm pretty good.
Maybe it. I don't know. Maybe it just gets better with time. Sort of mellows out.
Maybe.
I wouldn't trust the water that it's made from. You know.
What do you mean?
Maybe we'll talk about that when we get back. When we talk about the other things.
You know where it's from? The milk stout?
Oh, well, yes.
All right.
It's from where? Weirden.
weird. And, yeah, it's well, I grew up in well, outside of Fairhaven, but I know where Weirden is. It's right off the river up there. Probably, I don't know, a day's travel outside of town. Right?
More or less, I think.
No, it's been a while. I've lived down in this area for a while and been a bit of a conscript. Worked in Shan for a bit. Lockie and I have been together for a better part of 20 years.
Goodness. I mean, it's none of my business, of course, but I just always hate to see, breaking apart. Breaking apart,
He's been gone for a long time. Anyway,
I won't dwell on it. But, I don't know, if you need to talk, you can.
I don't really want to talk about it.
Well, there you are. Well, I hate the rain. It's fine, normally, but if I'm inside,
You look over. If anyone looks over, they can see that there is a bubble of air just around, only around her head, of Erica's head.
Just Erica's head.
Just her head.
Is Erica worried about her perm or something?
Do you
Of
say
course
that
she
out loud?
is, She's Erica.
She probably whispers it or Rose probably whispers that under her breath, like noticing that. But otherwise, she's just like, some people don't like rain. Rose doesn't particularly care. She's had worse nights.
Erica ducks down.
Is that better?
Lucian, come here.
Lucian walks over.
She ducks down to the ground, and she moves over a piece of like a piece of moss. Roll survival.
All right. Ten.
You can see the barest outline of where some of the moss from underneath the rock has been scraped away by a foot passing over it, or something pressed against it, and leaving a trace.
I would like to try and determine what direction the footsteps were going.
Well, with your 10, you can't really tell.
Then I will turn to Erica and ask her, which direction do you think they were going?
I think they were going north, but I saw a pair of tracks back there. Appear to be going south. I think they might be trailing between here in Deepwood City for their provisions and all that. But we're definitely on the trail. Go north here. I think it's strange that nobody in town said that they were getting that much traffic. I know they mentioned that people were going in and out, but it looks like there's a bit of a normal thing here. If you know what I mean.
Right. I mean, can you determine the amount of time that might have passed between those footsteps that you discovered?
The ones that I saw before, they couldn't have been more than a couple of days, maybe in yesterday, but it makes sense because our friends came into town yesterday. I think that that's where they came from, was from up here, which makes sense because that's what
What are you guys looking at?
Come up here.
Right.
In fact, all you just come on up here.
What's going on? Are we stopping for a while?
We're lost, I knew it.
See,
We're gonna die in this swamp.
Erica's crouched down on the ground. These some tracks here. Something's going on right here.
At the gators.
I don't think it's the gators, but definitely something going on here. Some tracks going back and forth I've seen up and down.
Rose, can you hold your shield over my head?
Rose will comply.
Alright, I'm just going to stand here, it just makes it that much worse.
Anyway, I was telling Lucian, we're definitely on the trail, and it doesn't even seem like they're doing any sort of effort to kind of try to cover up their tracks.
Well, I mean, to be fair, who would they really have to hide from? I mean, this is their domain. I mean, it's not like there are. It's not like back home in Zendrick where, you know, there are patrols from both families out constantly. So we do have to keep track of the amount of
That's
of
an interesting
evidence
thing
that
that
we
you're
leave
saying there,
behind.
Lucian. That's actually something really good to think about. It's because I didn't even think about it. There might be patrols coming from there down here. Maybe we don't walk directly on the pier, just to make sure we don't get caught up in it. You know what I mean?
That's,
I mean,
that's also a good point.
That is a very good point. I mean, but considering where we are now, I mean, the only patrol that I imagine they would be waiting for a return is the patrol that we saw yesterday. So, I mean, that should give us some time to get there before they're expected either back or they're expecting, quote unquote, us as the returning patrol.
Right. Now that's good. That's a good point. I mean, I can't say for sure that you're right, but it makes sense, at least.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't think that, you know, straying off of the path, just now anyway, at least until we're a bit closer, should.
Right. No, I mean you're right about that, because we get lost out here in the middle of a storm, in the middle of a swamp. It could be bad for all of us. All right, I'm with you.
Okay, how are we going to... how long is this going to last at? Like, if we camp, is it going to work?
I mean, we're in a swamp here, buddy. Could rain for days.
Well, nobody said that when we first got here. Not that we had a choice. We
She
just
looks
showed
over
up.
at Rose. This time of year,
I-
is it a normal thing for it to be raining here?
Yeah. I mean, it rains about 300 days out of 365. Rats are rare.
Pacific Northwest. That is what we decided it was. Yeah, summertime it doesn't rain for like 3 months and it rains the rest of the year.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
that's terrible.
But
I
when
mean,
we
maybe
set
if it
up
gets really.
for-
I'm sorry. What are you saying, Ozzy?
When we set up for camp, I can create the rope space again, and that'll give us at least a little area to dry off for a while.
Right, man. Tell you what. I could go for something hot to eat. At least something. Just a little bit.
I mean, I can't really tell what time it is, because of the storm.
I got you a
but-
watch.
I was about to say, don't you two have watches? You and Kavanen.
Yeah, pull it out in the middle of a rainstorm.
Rose will move her shield to shelter Kovanen to pull out his watch, I guess.
Okay, I
mean, she's
pull it out
already
and I'll
sheltered
look at it.
Kovanen.
Alright, when are we?
I'll allow you guys to decide how long you've traveled today.
Well, how about you tell us what time we left, and then we'll tell you how long we've been traveling.
You guys left around lunchtime.
How long before the footprints became apparent?
Well, I think I saw them probably about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours. When we got across the bridge the first time, I saw a couple prints there, and then
Because I've been here for days.
anyway, this is the first time I saw them. They're certain that they're up this far. So, I mean, I've seen them the entire time, but I'm just saying I know they were on the right track, so that's why I mentioned it.
Look at that, it's 5 p.m.
Which means
All right.
if we're getting hungry, probably make camp.
Okay. It's not just because it's raining and I hate it. I'll stop talking about it. But I do need to take a step out for a moment, or two. Lucian, would you please keep this very safe? Pulls out the key
Yeah,
on his
sure.
vest. All right.
I'll keep it in my hand so that, like, you know, instead of like putting it in my pocket and then you just appear on top of me, I'll keep it in my hand, and then, you know, when I feel it, you know, getting hot or whatever it does, you know, I'll know to like throw it on the ground or something before you come back.
Right. Okay. Well, like wrap the chain around one of your fingers or something like that so it doesn't just slip out.
Oh yes, of course.
I trust you. In he goes. Poofs out of existence. Going into the key.
What the fuck just happened there?
Oh, it's just a thing that he does sometimes. Come on, let's go.
Alright. Be on the lookout for like a willow or something. We can make camp under the branches. They'll let us-
Erica keeps walking with you, but Ashi is just like still standing there while you guys are walking away. Now, I need a bit more of an explanation than that. What happened there? Where did he go?
It's magic.
What do you mean it's magic? I've seen
Alright.
magic before. Everything is magic.
Okay,
It just
so
disappeared.
you know of teleportation magic that takes you from one place to another, right?
Of course, I've heard of that before.
And you know that magic can be kind of like distilled or concentrated into an item or a focus,
Right.
right?
That makes a little sense, yeah.
Well, this key is an item that allows him to teleport to a different place for a while.
Oh, all right. I guess I can buy into that. God damn it. She just nods and just starts following you again.
Lucian does that thing that like most people do when they have like, you know, anything on like a long piece of lanyard and just start twirling it. Like twirling the key.
Roll
as I
D100.
walk.
Oh god. I'm watching this warily just in case.
53.
You're good. It seems like it's on there pretty secure. For now.
For now.
Lucian, just are you sure that's not gonna make him dizzy?
I mean, you know what?
That's funny.
If it does, that's hilarious.
Alright, let's flash to Kovanen for a minute. Kovanen, you are in the glade.
Oh, thank goodness.
You hear this strange whistling coming.
I hear what's going on outside. So yeah, it's pretty windy outside. So it's pretty interesting that he can hear the wind and rain, but he is so comfortable and dry. They sat in for several minutes.
He's just going in there to dry off.
He actually can stay in there for twice his proficiency bonus number of hours. Plenty of time for him to sleep, but that would be kind of rude. So he'll chill for a few minutes. He doesn't have to walk, doesn't have to hike the swamp. Just let's get rained on. Wring his braid out. Then
So yeah, you're in the glade. It's normal place. The door is there. It's a rustic door with some mistletoe hung above the door.
right. Yes, he was aiming for the stairs and then go down, take a peek down on the lower level. Perhaps the lady is there. Maybe not. Everything good with the dreamers? They're still there and all that?
Ah, so yes,
It's fun.
you go down the stairs. The dreamers are there. Good old Voss is sound asleep. Well, Kin.
Great, great. Not sure what I would have expected to be different, but nothing's different, so that's just fine.
But yes, the door
He
is
will-
at the back of that chamber. Floating in the middle of nothingness.
Is the door open?
It is closed.
Oh, go to it. Open it and stuff.
Okay, you open it.
You will knock first.
Yes. Come in.
Oh, Kovanen says in his own mind, that's the oldest she's ever sounded.
Come
You'll open the door.
You open the door, and there is a woman in a chair, rocking, knitting. Come in.
Hello, lady. And a short while.
It's
But I-
been quite some time.
Quite. I
Chair's
Well,
rocking,
had a quiet-
making
quiet-
a slight
quiet-
squeaking sound.
finally had a quiet moment. Thought it was, just time. Haven't spoken, you know. How are you?
I'm fine. Have you abandoned us?
Goodness, no. What?
Your son is doing well.
Yes, that was one of my next questions, was how Kovanen is doing.
He is well. Could use more guidance, of course. Nothing that I can't give if I have to, but it's no substitute for you.
Well, I was taken, well, very far away. We seek to return there, but there are interesting matters afoot in Sean. Speaking of Kovanens, how much do you know of what I've been up to, we've been up to, seen, done?
Enough.
Yes. No,
You've been
not the only
roaming,
other Kovanen.
roaming around.
Is that? I don't like the way that sounds. The way you say that. Have I gone places you would prefer I have not gone? Had not.
No. I think what you're doing is important, but I question at times your commitment to us.
I was hoping to learn a lot from this Kovanen gentleman out and about. What can you? I can't seem to track him down, so as far as I'm aware. But so, is there anything you can tell me about him that you can tell me about him?
He
What
is
is
one
he?
to stray.
Which I've gathered. Yeah.
We have a cause. There are things we're working towards, and he is working against them. You are still on track, which is good.
That was my understanding. If I'm not, then I am unaware of it. Please find a way to let me know. I should be here more often. That is a fact. I just should.
She nods.
I should.
You will be
A lot of
needed
talk going around.
eventually.
I know. Sorry. Oh shit! I just had it.
So,
I just said. What were those 2 words I just said?
I don't know.
Dang it! It's gone.
You seem preoccupied.
The Kovanens. Where was I in the conversation? The Kovanens, and then I should visit more often, and then traveler things. So, lot of talk as it happens going around of the traveler. Happened across a gentleman in the swamp.
He's
Pure
everywhere.
happenstance, pure coincidence.
Hmm.
Yes. So it would seem. Um, sort of this gaff seems to believe that it was the traveler's will that we happen across one another. And I
Hmm.
have to say it's hard to disagree with him. Quite fortunate encounter.
Yes, well, the traveler is works through the hands of his followers. Your brothers know that. You of course know that
That's-
the church is here.
Yes, yes. This gaff said that there was one in Zerashak that he was hoping to get to, should he make it into the city safely. Invited me to go there with him. I intend to.
Hmm. Well, hopefully he makes it, and hopefully you do too, then.
But that's quite the tone of voice. Is it more dangerous than we have predicted?
I don't know, Kavan, it's just... You're just so far away. I feel like it's been ages since I've seen you. And things are becoming more difficult here. Kovanen is experiencing some changes.
Yes, they will do that. I believe I recall some realizations. in my
He's
time.
just mingling with some people. I wish he wouldn't.
Right. Okay. We left some acquaintances of ours at the house.
They are here.
Are they well? Do they?
They're well.
No. Okay. Do they tend to him? Is that? Oh wait. Do they tend to each other? Do they interact?
They tend to each other, but he's aloof.
You don't say.
He's involved with this group called the Artist's Mind. He spends more time painting and doing thespian work than his school work. It just makes me worried. I just wish you were here. That's all.
We don't actually want to be here any longer than we need to be, but if there's any way I can accelerate our timetables, I will endeavor to.
Maybe just pay him a visit
Yes,
when you have your next opportunity. I'm sure
I
a
will.
short period of time would be better than nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure if there's a way for me to do that until we actually travel back to Fairhaven, unless I've completely missed.
Well, last I
The
heard,
point.
you were gallivanting around all of Corvair on the airship.
Well, we flew right to Shan, and then wound up in Kaiwa, and then wound up even farther away in. You're not going to like this one. Deepwood City in the Shadow Marches.
Never heard of it.
Portals. Oh, well. It's terrible.
Well, Kovanen, I suggest you get back to it, so that you can get back here when you have an opportunity.
I will. One last question. I know this is a private place, not just for me. He gestures like, obviously, to her and to Altador. Is it ever possible for me to actually bring someone here? Well, up there, not here, of course, obviously. But
Up where?
Just, you know, the more... Just up the stairs.
Hmm.
I don't intend to have many visitors, you know, down here, of course. But
I think
that's
when
not really
you're
my cup of
ready,
tea, but-
you'll be able to do whatever you want.
Well, all right. I will keep an eye out for when I think that is.
I would suggest not trying until you're sure. It could be very unfortunate. Things were to go wrong.
That notion worries me. Well, I'm not sure how to know that I'm sure, but I'm... I guess I'll just know when I know.
She just nods. Well, I'm going to get back to this, if it's okay with you.
It is, of course. It's
If
nice to
you
see
don't make it
nice
back-
to talk.
I'm sorry. But if you don't make it back before spring, I'll see you next winter.
Goodness, I hope I'm back before spring. I
Oh,
like the idea of staying here or in Sean that.
she misses you. She's looking forward to coming back.
As am I.
Run along now, please.
Until next time. Yes, I will leave you to it.
Thank you.
Backs out of the room, nervously, awkwardly. Shuts the door. Whew, okay. Goes upstairs, lays in the grass because he has to leave. He's just gonna get rained on immediately and just drenched. He's gonna wait another half hour.
All right, so on the outside, you guys are trekking north. What are you guys doing? Like I said, are you guys just plodding along, letting Erica do all the work, or you know,
Erica's not doing all the work. I'm fucking leading the charge.
that's true. You should probably see some survival then in that case.
Roses
Better see
has
some-
this thing where
some
she
sur-
can.
Survivals from Erica instead of her just.
Yeah, you want to see the DM rolls? Okay. Some survival
let's
from
see.
Erica. Here we go. Ooh, she rolled a nat 1, which is a 13.
No, these are your rules. It's a nat 1. Flat, straight up.
No, you guys made me change it. Nat 1s aren't super fails anymore. She just...
Oh,
Lucian
A
also
13's
rolled
pretty
a
decent.
13.
Oh, well, I guess both rolled 13s. How come her roll didn't come through? Weird.
That's a good question. Would either of them have gotten advantage because Rose is assisting?
Hmm. Good
You
point.
said you do this.
Who would you be
Oh,
assisting?
you did. You said you'd help where you can.
I did say.
You're from the area.
I'm sorry, do it.
Who would you be assisting?
Probably Lucian because Rose definitely does have a bit more rapport with him.
Yeah, very good.
Like she's
Yeah.
not used to Erica.
She is a bit much. So I understand. 13.
Wow.
Well, I tried.
Okay. So
It's okay, it's the ring.
Zazie, what are you doing?
Honestly, probably not much. She's following Lucian. following Rose, Erica, all of that. She's not used to this, doesn't know how she would be able to help. So she's just hanging back.
Okay.
Although,
Hmm.
she will test something. Zazie is currently mind linked with Kovanen, but Kovanen is inside the key. Can her mind link cross into the key?
Hmm.
I don't know.
That's a
I
great
don't
question.
remember. So she sends him a message.
Is it a divination
Hey, just
message?
check. It's an ability. They're just
Hmm.
psychically linked.
The Alestar thing?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Just says, hey, testing to see if this works across the Dreamlands. Let me know if you receive this.
So it says the creature must be able to see you, and must be within the trait's range.
That I assumed that was conditions to start the link.
Hmm. When you're using Mind Link. Yeah, so it's while you're using it.
Okay.
What's the range on it?
God,
Although-
we've been
When
We've
you're
been
using
using
Mind Link to
Persian so
speak
bad.
telepathically to a creature, you can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for an hour until you end the effect as an action.
Does it have a range on
To
it?
use this ability, it is not giving me a range on that. Check my actual features. Uh, 100 feet of you.
Hmm.
Oh, 10 times your level.
Although, yeah, I share this version of the thing. I always assumed that to start it, they have to see me, but to continue it, they don't have to see me.
Okay. Well, I think we'll stick with that for now, since we've been doing that for 2 years. However, I will say in this situation, you're not able to reach him, and you're not sure if it's because of the dead zone, or if it's because he's in the key.
Good point. Good
So,
point. I'll just have to investigate further later.
So, you guys travel for however long, and eventually Kovanen pops out. And you guys travel for the duration of basically, I would say, an entire day if you guys are trying to travel. Or you can travel through the night.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Please
We'll have
let's
to rest
not
for
travel through the night.
Don't think everyone here could see that well in the dark.
Lucian turns around with his
Glowing
With-
cat eyes.
with his glowing eyes. I don't really have an issue with that, but yes, I mean, I can look for a nice clearing with some decent cover, so that we don't get too wet.
Oh man, I don't have dark vision anymore.
Yeah, I don't think Zazie or Kovanen have dark vision.
I feel
Or
like
she.
Kovanen, when we got our feats
Wait,
for this, everybody got a feat, remember? And you basically changed your race. And
nope,
I think
that's
instead
my. I have an Eldritch Invocation. That's why I was so confused, because my Warlock stuff grants me.
that's what.
excellent
Okay, that's
magic
what it was.
dark
And we basically explained away one way or another. You have all of the abilities that you had before from something that you had, and then the new ones as well. So that's how we did that. Devil Sight.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Lucian, you looking for cover? Let me get you to look for some cover, and I'll give you.
Opponent has 120 feet of dark vision and can help them with this.
Okay.
Rose will also
Hell
be
yeah.
assisting, but more for
Moral support.
moral support and picking the right tree that's not going to try and kill them.
Okay. Well, Rose, how about you? You can go with Erica and give her advantage, and then Lucian, you can go with Kovana, and then Kovana will give you advantage.
All right. All right, here we go.
Just remember to ask for permission.
That is a dirty, dirty, dirty 20.
I got a dirty 22.
Damn. Are you sure you two aren't twins?
We're twinning right
Y'all
now.
are actually cousins?
Well,
Um,
I mean, that is my cousin, so.
So,
No.
Lucian, you
Never seen
find
one.
an area where there's actually like a lake. Like the ground is rising up, and there's a small like cave where there.
Is definitely a gator bear.
There's a cave going in, and there's like a little bit of a stream coming out of it, like a small spring. But as you approach the inside, it's actually pretty dry.
Okay. First things first, I
We're
would
not
like
getting
to.
Reno.
First things first, I would like to test the integrity of the water. See if it is, in fact, fresh. So I will.
Yeah.
I'll get down, cup my hand, take a small, ever so small sip, see if, if it tastes like gross or, or if it tastes good.
Sure. Roll Constitution.
Sure. Okay, Constitution. Oop. No mother. Ooh,
Instant brain eating amoeba.
Good
Might
thing you
actually
didn't
take
put it in
10
your
points
nose.
lay on hands.
You're fine. You can tell by your nat 1 on Constitution. You're like, man, if this was going to hurt me, I would be dead right now. Just kidding. Yeah, you drink it, and it's like, oh my god, it's so cold. You actually like cough some up. It's surprisingly cold and delicious.
All right. Well. Okay. First time ever that a natural one actually means a good thing. All right. Okay. So after testing the water, I, instead of taking out Kyber's Bane,
Oh, you have hypothermia. I'm just kidding.
instead of taking out Kyber's Bane, I'm going to bring back an old friend, my longbow, and just kind of like just poke around the cave a little bit just to make sure that it's safe. There's no gator bears inside or anything that wants to kill us.
So you go inside. You can see this has probably been used in the past, or in the recent past, for this purpose. There's a small hole in the top where some roots are growing through. There's a small fire pit inside that may or may not have been used recently. You're 20 survival, and yeah, you can tell that this appears to be some sort of it's like a waypoint.
Okay. And I will relay that information to Kovan.
Um, all right, so this cave has definitely been used for shelter in the past.
I was wondering who built that fire.
Yes. So, I mean, if we're going to call it our shelter for the night, I mean, it's got some very cold, very fresh water right here. I don't know how anyone would feel, drinking out of pretty much a puddle, but, it's water nonetheless. I guess we can kind of retrace our steps back to the rest of the party and, see what Erica and Rose have found. See if hopefully there's something better on their side, or we just use our cave.
I think
But-
it's likely they will use our cave unless they have a bigger one.
Yes.
go.
But I do think that that a watch should be set up if we use this area for the
course.
night. All right, let's make our way back.
Come on and Lucian steps out in the rain. Come on and stops right at the mouth of the cave. Rain falling in front of his face. Looks really sad about it. Then walks out to follow Lucian.
All right,
Do,
Rose.
Rose and Eric. Yes.
Yeah, you two are standing on top of the like the hill that this is carved into. Roll perception with me real quick.
All right.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh shit. I mean, that's a 12.
Okay.
Rose does have dark vision out to 60 feet, so.
So with your 12, you can hear the sound of like sloshing feet coming from north of you.
She'll get Erica's attention silently. Is that the direction Lucian and Kovanen went?
No, you're basically on the hill and they're directly underneath of you.
Yeah, she'll get Erica's attention silently, and she'll make, like, you know what? She's going to pull out one of her animal companions that can do minor things. Sazi would probably know what this means, because she's going to send it to Sazi. I need 88. Five. This poor thing. This giant goat comes trotting up to Zazie, just gives her a gentle headbutt. Zazie would probably recognize this
Do not be alarmed.
as
It's just a giant goat randomly in the swamp. Zazie, don't freak out.
Zazie
does-
worked with Rose enough to know that this is one of her bag of tricks companions.
Yeah. She is startled a bit at first. She didn't expect this, and now suddenly there's a goat. But then she remembers, oh yes, Rose exists, and so does this goat.
And I do like goats.
Oh man.
So
Yeah, so yeah, there's a goat.
It's just to
Obviously.
get Zazie's attention. I actually have to pull the stats up.
oh, I think Rose wants us. A she.
Alright, I was really ready to bed down.
The goat is hers.
Alright. I guess lead the way. I'll follow you wherever we're going then.
A she.
The goat will lead
Turns
the
to
way.
the goat. Lead the way.
Goat screams.
The goat knows better. Goat knows better.
The goat
goat
screams
is
really
singing-
loud.
Well, it's a giant goat, so it's wow.
The giant goat is named
Birds
Mike.
flying out of the trees, echoing.
Its name
through
is
the swamps.
Baphomet, actually.
Well, no. Mike.
Mike.
Mike?
My creature. Mike.
That is
It's the
hilarious.
last
Oh,
one I
Mike.
named because I
Mike
cannot
is
think
short
of
for
a
my
name.
creature. Mike. My creature. Mike. Reacher.
Because
Okay.
Rose is one of those weirdos that would name like creatures that aren't actually living, as far as she can tell.
Yeah, like Mr. Bigglesworth. All right.
Come on, Mike. Show us the way.
So yeah, Mike shows you the way. At this point, Rose and whatever the hell, Erica and Mike
Erica.
show you. You know, I'll just pull you on the map. Oh, there. I got a token for Mike now.
I think I have a goat token in my file somewhere if you want me to send that to you.
Yeah.
It's a goat. Bo, it's a giant goat.
It's not a giant goat. It's a medium-sized goat.
Giant goats are
And
large
really
beasts.
Giant goat.
Oh, it's a giant goat.
That's what.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's
I
why
thought
this is funny.
I thought you were commenting on my goat. There we go. Look how big that goat is. Rose could even ride on it if she wanted to. Meh. Okay. So Rose is riding a goat. Lucian's hiding in the trees. And you guys hear the sounds of several voices plotting in your direction. You know, you hear like, oh, this fucking thunderstorm, I can't wait for it to be over. Another guy's like, yeah, man, this is really terrible.
And everybody hears it.
Yeah. No,
Where on
I'm
the
like,
map?
assuming.
come on, Morty. We're going down here, Morty.
Where, like, where on the map is like the cave where Kuvan and
It's
Lucian are?
directly south of you.
I'll just be right here then.
Yeah, we'll say the cave is right there. Yeah, it's a cave, bottom right-hand corner. The hill kind of comes down right here.
Great. Okay. I want to hide. And assuming Lucian hears the voices as well, I will, like grab the side of his jacket or whatever and pull him down into a hiding stance. Lucian, look,
Yes.
no, what? Shush.
Yes, I too will hide, sir.
Zazie, Zazie, can you hear me?
Yes?
There are people ahead. They're nearby.
Yeah, I can hear them as well.
Oh, well, all right, good. Oh, you're nearby. Okay, that means you're nearby us. Great.
I
That's
bet
good.
you won't believe what she said. She was like, oh, this is the biggest sandwich I've ever had.
What can I tell about these people from their appearance? So that I may
Yes.
act before they just keep moving south into the party. Please just wait a second.
Roll perception.
Yes. Because I also have questions for Ashi when you stop playing with yourself, sir.
Ha! Gross.
Go ahead. Ask
The 7.
ask the questions for Ashi. But Ashi has climbed up this tree with Erica.
Just quietly up into the trees. Your guys or no?
Are you climbing the tree?
Rose is standing underneath it. She's 6'4". She could
Speaking.
probably speak quietly to Ashi unless she's
At
like
the
way
thunderstorm.
up there.
All right. So, you're speaking to them in a thunderstorm. These guys are about 15 feet away from you. Let me get a stealth roll.
Good time.
All right.
6. Fuck.
28.
And you hear.
That'll be a natural 20 for a 27.
Nice. You hear a
Lucian
voice.
disappears.
Hey, who is that talking over there? It's a hero. Chicken
So I
chaser.
only-
I
I
cannot
only rolled
control the
a-
goat, so. Get him.
The goat walks up to
I only
them.
rolled a. So,
Just kidding. The goat's gonna move in the other direction.
Really? No. Goat listens to my commands. It is one of those things. So if I can get control of Mike, that'd be great.
the token DM, not
Oh,
actual goat.
you said you couldn't control the goat, so I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
It would be nice.
Guess I'll control the goat. I didn't know
Okay,
you were.
so I rolled a 7 on perception. I assume I don't know what they are.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Ozzy, what's going on? What are they? What are you?
Let's see.
Look at them or something.
She looks.
Oh, good thing. They rolled very poorly.
I don't. Zazzy's hiding behind Rose. Can she try to get a look at these guys?
Yeah, you can try. Sure, you can try.
13.
Okay. Did you climb the tree or just standing under it?
I am hiding behind Rose, who did not climb the tree.
Okay.
Rose is standing there just kind of petting Mike. Like, that was her intention all along.
This
Looks
is a
like
completely, totally normal occurrence.
Rose would just stand there.
ooh.
I,
This guy pulls out his bolter, lifts his shield, and takes a couple steps back. All right, come out of there. I see you, Prince.
So that was
I know
They're
someone's in
hostile
there.
Kabanan, I think. Maybe.
The other one steps up, pulls up his shield.
Yeah, what he said.
can't the girl just
Come out of there.
travel?
Don't make us have troubles.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
I want to start stealthing my way towards the mall.
Wait.
Lucian,
No, I grab you. I grab you.
Out now,
go
or
behind
we're
him
gonna
and stuff.
start shooting.
Let's
Rose
go.
is just standing there. She is making herself the most conspicuous thing. Because she's
Hey, I can
talking
see ya.
to
Sorry,
Mike.
Lucian.
I can
Alright,
see you
Lucian, what was
there.
that?
Come out there.
Let's go
Sorry.
Lucian, what are you saying?
around. Let's go around behind them.
Yes, I was gonna teleport, but it's quick.
All right, then yes, go.
Okay.
Go. Teleport, and then I'll follow you wherever you land.
What do you think you're doing out here?
I'm just traveling.
Yeah.
These are Tazakan lands.
I'm no quarrel with Sazarkin.
Roll
Cutter's
deception.
mouth.
Roll deception. Hold on a second there,
Yep,
Kavana.
hold on.
Give her a second to roll.
Yeah, I also do
And we will step into initiative at this point.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, we step into initiative to go shopping or something. Let's, because we haven't got one already.
I was letting you guys do
mad.
some moving around before I.
I have rolled like shit this entire night. Just saying. If I roll like a high initiative, I'm gonna laugh.
Clear the turn order. There we are.
I didn't clear yet.
Like your tokens. There we go.
You motherfuckers! You guys
Mother-
were rolling in before I even had a chance to clear it.
It was clear.
No,
Oh,
We're
was
on
it?
our screen.
not on my screen.
It was on mine.
I just opened it. and You guys were
My screen-
automatically going in.
My screen's the right one.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that again.
I'm taking that 24. Oh my
You can
God.
roll in again and change
I'm
it to
keeping
whatever
that 20.
your original one was. There's your nat 20, Rose. Double nat 20.
Double.
Hey,
I'm going
it's
to
a
eat these
19.
digital dice tonight.
It's there's dice. You do
I'm
that.
gonna roll for them as a squad. Ooh, I rolled a nat 20 also.
I still have a higher initiative.
You do. All right, everybody on there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lucian, if you want to put a 0.5 behind your 20, so you'll go before me,
Okay.
that'll make it easier.
All right.
I think all we're missing are Erica and
Yeah, I
Ashi,
was
but
about to-
they're welcome to stay up there.
Erica, there we go.
With the way that Ashi and fucking Erica like should be built, yeah, it's probably better off that they're off the fucking turn order because we'll never go.
That's true. You know what? They're just gonna hang out in the tree.
They're our backup in case shit goes south.
Erica's
Yeah.
like, I think I'm gonna let them take care of this. I haven't watched Lucian fight in a long time.
Rose has the situation under control. Okay, just stay in the tree.
Hey Ashi, you want to take bets on this? I bet you half of my Dragon Shard Empire that they'll win.
Oh, please don't jinx us.
She just laughs a little bit. All right. So I think that's where we're gonna stop, guys.
Damn it!
Yay! Oh, it's already 11. How about that?
It's 11 o'clock.
That it.
You guys
high
must be
octane
getting
encounter thus
close.
far.
So, wait, did Kovanen just sneak over there that entire time?
I assume.
Because I was waiting for you to like actually just
Teleport.
teleport, and then I was gonna like appear next to you
Well,
with
yeah,
my
but
tele-
they're too damn far away. They like get behind. I'm gonna go 30.
True.
All right. Well, friends, I'm gonna go ahead and close.